Are you a creative thinker? Great, because it's time to use your powers of imagination in the ideate stage. Here you'll brainstorm different ways to solve your problem. As many ideas as possible, loads of ideas. To get this many ideas, you'll think of things that are practical and realistic and things that are wild and crazy. Challenge yourselves to have fun with it. The more ideas you think up, the more likely you are to find solutions no one has ever thought of before. By the time they finish their research, the team has lots of information, too much to think about at one time. They need a tool to help them get organized, so they put everything they learned on a discovery chart and talk about it, paying attention to things that come up over and over, as well as anything that seems surprising or important. After talking about what they learned, the team sees some goals they could try to meet to make things better, like getting all kids to be more careful about following the rules, making it easier to keep the solids and liquids separate, and keeping food and liquids off the floor. The design team's teacher kicks off their brainstorming session by writing their goals up on the board where everyone can see them clearly. To get everyone's creative juices flowing, the teacher asks each team member to write down 2 silly ways to get the kids to follow the rules for putting solids and liquids in the right place. Then she asks them to share other ideas they have. They don't have to be silly, it can be anything they think of. If the kids get stuck, she gives them a prompt to approach the problem in different ways. Like, how would your mom do this? How would a superhero do this? How could we do it without spending any money? How would we do it if we had $1 million? They do this for each of the 3 goals, and when they're finished, they have lots of ideas. Here are just a few examples. For ways to get kids to follow the rules, they could get a mind control device, have an alarm that goes off if they break the rules. If kids don't follow the rules, they don't get recess. Reward students who keep things separate. Don't let kids have breakfast if they can't clean up properly. Have kids serve as cleanup police to make sure things are done right. Turn it into a contest and see which class does the best job. Make it personal. Kids like the janitor. Why wouldn't they want to help him? For ways to make it easier to keep solids and liquids separate, they could get a pet pig who will eat the leftovers. Then they won't have to separate anything. Show a few kids how to do it right and have them do the job for everyone. Make a funnel for the janitor's sink to catch the food in the milk bucket. Don't serve milk or drinks until after kids are finished with the food. Design a bucket that automatically separates liquids from trash. For ways to keep the floor cleaner, they could get a robot to keep the floor clean, line the trash bags with cloth to absorb any liquid that gets in there, have kids help the janitors by wiping up spills on the floor. Put the buckets in the hallway to at least keep the mess out of the classroom. Design trash bags that have a hard bottom so they don't tear and leak. Punish students who throw trash and miss the trash can. Wow, the team came up with so many ideas to help the janitors with breakfast cleanup. Before they finish their brainstorming session, each team member draws a star next to their 2 favorite ideas. They use this voting technique to help them decide what to prototype in the next stage of their design project. How many amazing ideas will you think up in the ideate stage?